Today I had to take my mom to Grandma's house. As you know, Grandpa is on his deathbed, essentially. He's been on hospice since last October, and we're at the point where the nurse is coming daily. The nurse is obviously taking care of medications, the nurse is checking vitals, the nurse is checking things. Also, the aides are coming every day, and they're double-checking things, such as whether or not he's had a bowel movement or expressed his bladder. They're checking to see whether or not he's had other things happen, like if he's bleeding, if he's not bleeding, if he's eating, stuff like that. Obviously, aides spend the most time with him outside of my parents and grandparents. And with that, there's just some interesting things that happen. So after I dropped Mom off, my two aunts were there. I had a cookie and a drink, and I decided that I wasn't going to talk to my aunts and Grandma and Mom. I decided I was going to go sit in Grandpa's room. And I'm glad I did it, because just based on the way he was today, I think that's probably the last time that's going to happen. Now, I might be there tomorrow. I don't know. Obviously, if he passes, I would probably end up being there, just to try to figure out and support the family. Probably also have to take Mom there, but I have a doctor's appointment at 2:40 in the afternoon, and of course, that's very important because I have to figure out what's going on with me, uh, and it's very important for me to actually go ahead and take that doctor's appointment because it allows me to figure out what's going on with me. It allows me to figure out how I can get better, potentially, or what the next steps are. But I spent about 15 minutes in Grandpa's room, and he didn't talk, he didn't open his eyes, he breathed, which was really good. But his breath was shallow, and then sometimes labored, and then shallow, and then sometimes it stopped, and then shallow, and then sometimes labored. And it got me to thinking that, like, this feels like it's very close to the end. Um, I had been told by my mom while I was out that they were getting some products from the pharmacy for Grandpa to try to get him to eat and hydrate. They were trying to make his water thick and get him some baby food, essentially, to try to get him to be able to have something in him because Grandma keeps insisting that he needs nourishment. And it's not my place to say that that's not appropriate, um, as she's the healthcare proxy and I'm just his grandkid. But obviously, hospice has informed us of a lot of things that we shouldn't do, and we try to listen to hospice. But unfortunately, sometimes I think Grandma doesn't want to, and it's really sad watching him go out like this. But anyway, thank you all for listening while I rant about this because it kind of sucks.